E39 source Ryan Schultz here, 2000 E39 M5. Very quick, easy DIY today. Trunk struts should be applicable to your 5, 30, 28, 30, 40, 25. Did I say them all? 35? Any of the E39s would have these trunk struts. So to do the job right, we're going to need a few parts. We're going to need each strut, which I believe actually have the same part number. They just fit on different sides if you turn them over. So we'll need 2 struts, and then there's a little clip up here at the top that it's a bit of a circlip. It fits over the peg, and that's how it stays connected to the side of the trunk. So I've already done the right side just to get a feel for how it goes so I can better explain things on the left, and set aside about 5 minutes per side on this job. Reason for replacing, to be totally honest, primarily the finish on here has become very pitted, and they start to get a little bit of rust up here, and oh yeah, they don't really work as struts. They don't push them up, and I actually really like that about it. I can tell that there's a new one already on there, but before I would bring it down and from about 1 inch drop it and it would shut, and at the moment it still does that. I don't know if it still will after the other new one's on, but they're just not as good as they once were, so we're replacing them. Part number for the strut is 51248222913. I believe that is the part number for both. You'll need 2 if I'm incorrect. Please check the description below the video. I was not as careful as I should have been opening this bag, but we should still be able to see. For the Circlips, you're going to need 2 of them. It's 07119932850. I ordered 4 because they're cheap and I like to have extra parts like that on hand. You'll notice that in the trunk I have a couple of tools. I have some needle nose pliers, which I thought I would need. I really didn't. I have a very small flat blade screwdriver. That's what I use to come over here, and on the outside of that peg we're going to see that circlip. There's kind of some holes in it. We're just going to pop the screwdriver under there and pull outwards, and the C-clip will, or the circlip will eventually just pop off. I'll need both hands and some more light to do it. Obviously I have the new strut and then the other old struts. I have some WD-40 just for purposes of cleaning up the little peg that sticks out the side of the body here. It was kind of oily, so I cleaned that up. I cleaned the track up, cleaned out the pin here as well. While I'm doing it, you might as well, and that's what the shop towel's for. So I'm going to pop that off up here. That'll free it up here, and I'll show you how to get it off down here. Okay, that's super easy. Generally when you pop that clip off, it goes flying, so if you can manage it, great. If not, we'll find it in the spring when we clean the garage up. So if we take a look right about here, there's kind of a place for a screwdriver to wedge in there. You're going to want to put the strut in this position, like it were still installed. Then you'll be able to wedge a screwdriver in there, and oh geez, lighting isn't good, focusing isn't good. And you will be able to pry off kind of a little half moon shaped piece of spring steel. And as you loosen that, I'm trying not to go into the paint here, that slides off down towards the bottom, and then you should be able to take it and just work it off like that. So maybe we can get a better idea. Where's the focus here? You can kind of get an idea of that collar thing I'm talking about that you just slide off towards the back. That relieves the tension, so you can slide it off the ball and stick peg, as I'm going to call it. So now at this point I'm just going to take some WD-40, clean that area up, and then the new one is unbelievably easy to install. We're going to take the ball side of it, put it over the cup side of it, put it over the ball, and thunk it on there with your palm of your hand or a little screwdriver. Then we're going to slide the top part over the peg, put the circlip on, and we're done. Just for reference, there's a closer look at that circlip. I found that the new ones were like a millimeter or a fraction of a millimeter too big. The gap in between there was a little too big. So what I did was I got a little pair of needle nose pliers, set it up in there in between the needle nose pliers, held the needle nose pliers in a towel, because the first 3 times I did it, it went sideways and got flipped out, so I caught it in the towel, and just smash it down a tiny little bit to make it fit better. Now certainly a vise or some different tools would be a better way to get the same results, but needle nose pliers and a towel and some careful motor skills are really all you need to get the job done. Aside from that, there's the old struts. Job's a success, looks great. they sound a little different. They sound like they work more, and that's probably because they do. As you can see, the trunk lid now is capable at stopping at different positions on the way down. And my favorite feature is I can still come about 1 inch from shutting, drop it, and it shuts snugly into place. You do not have to slam it. That's why I've put this job off so long. I hate when you have to go up and slam the trunk down because it won't stay. It goes beautifully down into place and is so much easier to spring open with barely any energy. So, success. Check out the video description for the parts, and that's gonna be it for this DIY. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you guys in a future E39 source video. Bye-bye.